Voicemail episode.
Voicemail episode.
Spears and Steinberg.
You know what the it is?
Aries and Andy. Chewing the jerk.
You know it's time to get this work.
The real raw, gutter, uncut, cold. No political corrections.
Always sleep.
Being awoke. We discuss politics and jokes.
Scribe, we lit.
There's levels to this before you was on your mama.
Aries Spears don't give a fuck.
We talk about race a lot, racism. Much love to my loyal bag holders.
Rollers, loaders.
We got them in the folders.
The whole world on our shoulders.
Spears and Steinberg.
Yeah.
Before we get into this, so just so y'all know, as mentioned, we're premiering. We gave out the number. We're premiering voicemails. You've called in. You've left messages. This is not to necessarily say this is replacing the emails. This may be an addition.
In conjunction with.
In addition to.
And,
Let's see how it goes.
and Anthony, if you wouldn't mind, could you drop the that number that they can call, just in case this is new to some people right there. That's the number you can send your voicemail to.
Yeah. So let's see how this flows. Are you ready?
Should we do a landing acknowledgement first? I'm just kidding. All right. Yeah.
He's got a new toy. It's just the excitement.
Yeah, and I think a land acknowledgement is something he does before he goes to bed.
All right. Let's go. Ba-da-da-da.
We need more powder, Captain.
All right. I'm going to start off with...
It's all bells and whistles, but no
So
substance.
far.
Yeah.
So far.
All right. Here's our first voicemail from a friendly...
So you going to play it from your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not coming out of the board?
Watch this.
Oh.
The f*** is this?
Oh, God.
Oh, I'm probably in airplane mode. That's why. That didn't work. All right. Hold on.
We're holding.
So I'm telling you, people are either rolling their eyes right now.
This is why
I just tried.
That's why I'm always nervous, man.
Don't be nervous.
Dun, 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 dun. Diddly, diddly, diddly. Maybe we should have tried this first.
I did try it.
So-
Tried it.
Why isn't it working?
Right.
I don't know, but I'm enjoying the fact that it's not working a little bit, to be
Hold
honest.
on a second.
I'm gonna enjoy it for about 8 more seconds.
1001,
Do
1002,
do do.
1003.
Oh, there was something I wanted to do too with you.
What was it? We got
I
plenty
got
of time.
it.
We got plenty of time.
Yeah, but I don't want to get into it unless, we could kind of get into it. Just to have a little fun. Marcus.
I got it.
Why are you giving us a finger?
Well, you guys are being... All right, here's our first voicemail.
We're being here ready to do it, and you weren't?
You know what I mean?
Aries and Andy. Obama here. I've been hearing that you guys keep talking about you ain't coming to Cleveland. I got some special friends in Cleveland. I need you two bags to show back up there.
Is this the
Mark,
Cleveland
keep
dude?
doing what you're doing. But let me know what you're gonna do, Aries.
Who is that?
Guys, it's your boy Darren from Cleveland.
Yeah.
Hey, come on back home, guys. You gotta come in the summertime. Make it a summer trip. I guarantee you guys will love it. Anyway, you guys be cool. Hope my voicemail get played.
There's his voicemail.
There we go.
No.
Why?
I'm done. No more Cleveland.
Let's go to Hilarities.
Nah, son, I'm done with Cleveland.
Hilarities is different. You used to love Cleveland when it was in the other location.
When it was, it's changed. It's gone now.
Nah, Cleveland's still Cleveland.
Elvis has left the building, nigga.
You can't be so
We won't
hard.
even do Akron.
You can't
Oh,
be.
that's even worse.
Can't be that hard on Cleveland.
Cleveland's been hard on me.
Man, they made the Superman movie there. Man, everybody loves
Which
Cleveland.
I didn't even. You know what? Speaking of which, I watched it the other day again. It was on cable. I don't like it. I know when I saw it, I went, all right, it wasn't bad. I can get with it. I don't like it. What the was that?
You not liking it?
I don't know. It was a record scratch.
I know. Oh,
Why do you like it?
dude, the suit, him. I just didn't like it. I don't like it, man.
It made them a lot of money. They're very happy with their movie.
Yeah. What's the next one?
James.
Hey
Gunn.
guys, my name's Darius. I'm from Chicago, Illinois. Just wanted to talk to Spears. I want to talk to Aries specifically. As a person that constantly rides on Emirates, I'm constantly going out the country with the business that I own. You're absolutely right when you say that the black people, and I'm black myself, but black people who go out in their bonnets and their muumuus and that's ghetto. It's a bad image. I recently saw an Instagram photo video that you did where you were sitting on a first class in a pod, and you had you was mocking people who saying hey, look where I am. I get it, all that. You had on Jordan slide socks and some sweats on the Emeralds flight. You are just as bad as these black with the muumuus and the goddamn and the bonnets. That makes us look just as bad. Real talk. So if you're gonna sit here and bash them, you gotta look yourself in the mirror, bro, because you look like a hot mess going on them damn Emirates flights. Now I'm not saying you should have on a suit and tie like it's the 1950s, because back then, you had to dress up to be on a plane. I'm not saying that, but for you, a person that constantly bashes black women and black folks for how they look in the airport, to be on an Emirates flight and look that bad, look that sloppy, is a goddamn shame. Love you guys.
What's
Ain't
this
no hate.
nigga's
I'm
name?
just pointing some out. Keep doing what you're doing. Love y'all. Bye.
This is Darius from Chicago.
Darius, are you out of your mind? Are you seriously comparing Nike slides to a whose pants is sagging or in a bonnet? Are you serious? Are you comparing Nike slides to pajama pants in public? That's not even remotely the same thing. Are you serious? It's all about being comfortable. And what's more comfortable and more convenient than instead of having to take your shoes off, unlace them, take them off, put them back on, lace them back up, you just slide your feet in and out. It's more practical and it's far more comfortable. How the are you comparing that to some bonnets and pants sagging? Are you out of your mind?
Maybe yourself.
I like that.
He just didn't think it looked classy enough. He
Stop
wants
it.
you to
And here's
step
the
up your
other
look.
thing. If you can afford the $30,000 seat, you can dress however the you want.
Well, then bonnets are okay. Like,
And you ain't gonna see no bonnets in $30,000 seats. I promise you.
I think he's saying that you could take your look up a notch.
Kim,
Well, what's wrong with
play
saying
it again to Mark Wahlberg.
Maybe yourself.
Thank you. Get the out of here making that comparison. There's NBA players who travel on private jets, buses, and they wear slides. Why? It's more comfortable than wearing sneakers.
I'm wearing slides right now.
And it don't look ghetto. It's a Nike product. I tell you what, if you're a black with a bonnet, you can only wear a bonnet in public if it got the Nike swoosh on it.
I like that.
Just do it, boo-boo. Out of here.
You want the next one, or you want to? What do you think, Andy?
I think we go to the next one.
Yeah. It's like emails, but audiobook.
My name is Sheridan. I'm from LA, Los Angeles. Spears and Steinberg podcast, awesome podcast, guys. I just started watching recently. Aries, I've never seen you live in a comedy show, but bro, I hope to do so really soon. You're hilarious. Been watching you on my friends for so long, bro, for years and years. Your stand-up is hilarious, bro. The one, if I can think of one right now, I have to think of that one when you were talking about how when you're with the white friend and then you tell him about the Nintendo cord and the rap money. It's just funny, bro. You're hilarious, bro. One of the most amazing stand-ups. Can't really remember off the top of my head. Just want to call in, say kudos. You guys are amazing. I watch the podcast all the time at work. Just started watching recently. Keep it up. Steinberg, you're awesome too, bro. Don't let all the comments bring you down. Don't focus on one big huge thing, guys. Stop focusing so much on the comments. You guys are awesome. Don't take it personal. Yeah, the internet's the internet. The trolls are the trolls. You guys are the best. You guys are the greatest. Keep up your...
Thank you for the love, brother.
Thanks.
Listen, man, first of all, I never take anything personally. Second of all, you know, when people say that to me, even on Instagram, man, why you respond to these people? I like to play with my food before I eat it. I eat these, man. And I like to play with the food before I eat it. Plus, for me, it's like a little bit of a verbal sparring session. You know, I stay in the gym working on the heavy bag and the speed bag, and I like to kind of crack the jokes and see if they can outwit me. So depending on what they say, it provides me with ammunition in case I run up against a scenario that's like that one. I know what to say. I've been down this road before. So it's fun for me. I don't take it seriously.
I don't even listen to or read them. I don't understand why you do still. I know what you just said, but I like that iced tea approach. Oh, no.
Just a bit outside. Cleveland.
At least it's in Mark's room this time.
That is ridiculous. What are we doing here?
I've been brewing that one for like at least
It's always during the emails,
30 minutes.
too. It's always during the emails.
I haven't done that in a long time.
I know, but it's always in the emails.
My fart went to Cleveland, saw the city, and then went back in Aries' ass.
Yeah.
All right, here's a juicy one. I think it got
Wait,
cut
before
off.
you play it,
Yeah.
what makes this juicy?
Probably.
It's a criticism from a female.
Probably after.
Oh, play them.
All right.
I want to know what other tricks you got on them buttons.
I'm not going to leave my name,
Of
although you
course you
probably
won't,
can
you
pull it up. I'm
frigid.
not going to say where I'm from. I like y'all show. The last show I listened to, looks like it says 11 hours ago. So I guess it was today. It was the back from Raida. I don't know what that is. I don't know.
Ria.
Anyways, the point that I'm making is, so y'all show is funny to me. I love that we have Aries Spears, one of the funniest comedians I grew up with. Andy Steinberg. I didn't really know who you were until your show with Aries. And so we have a black guy and a Jewish guy just rapping, talking about different stuff, which I think is cool. It's something we don't really have publicly anymore. But what I was upset about is, Aries, I'm with you. I'm tired of ignorance, specifically when people of color, you know, try to keep up this stigma that we're ignorant and loud and then have the audacity to say, it's because I'm from the country. No, you just ignorant. But, Andy, you lost me when you started fat shaming. I'm fat. I'm not ignorant. I don't go places and be
When did you
loud.
fat shame?
But if I choose to be loud, if I choose to ask for attention, the last thing I want to hear is somebody say, well, you're not attractive enough. Why are you being loud? You're not attractive enough to be loud.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
What the So I know y'all probably going to, you know, put this up and I don't know, shame me for saying it or say, you know, well, maybe you should lose weight.
I thought you said this was a critique about me.
Like I said, I'm not,
No, you just said it was a
I'm
critique.
not ignorant. I read books. Well, since I'm graduating this year, I have to read a lot of research studies. So I read, and I understand that my fat came from years of eating snacks that have a chemicals in them. So I'm not saying it's the same thing for the chick that Aries came across. Who knows her reasons behind whatever her fatness is. But, Andy, my point is you have so many other things to pick on. Aries, you know, he went as far as he could because, I mean, he's black. He can say what it is. But you could have picked up on why is her vocabulary so up. You could have picked up on why is she loud. Like, is that a thing? Like, you could have picked up on so many other things, but the one thing you touched was the way her fat. Bro, fat shaming is old. You sound just like Pete what's his name, Hedgeworth? I don't even keep up with his dumb. You sound just like him. And that's not a good look. Maybe it is a good look for y'all's audience. Maybe your audience thought it brought you closer to the black community, but just...
I think it cuts off after 3 minutes, so people, I think, keep your messages under 3 minutes. Andy, what do you have to say for yourself?
I have to say a lot about that. First of all, when I'm discussing it and we were talking about it, I also put it in context to the way that people are treated. And if you're fat, I'm going to be honest, you can't get away with as much stuff. It's just the way that it is.
Facts.
And when I brought it up, that's part of it. As a guy, I can't say when I was single and I was trying to talk to women, I can't say the same thing a real good-looking dude can say to a woman. A real good-looking dude can get away with a bunch of shit. It's the way that life is, and it's a lot of times, I don't know why, but that's just the way that it works out. And I'm not saying that I should have called that out as just that, because I don't have people are whatever size that's their size. I'm not skinny by any means, so that wasn't the point. But I can see how it's taken that way, and maybe
you couldn't wait to do that.
Yeah.
You couldn't wait to do that.
I had to do it. I'm
What-
sorry.
What's funny is though, that's my joke though. That's what's even funnier about it. But you can't. Yeah. You're right. I'm going to give it to you. You're right. There's other things I could have brought up besides that. But society does do that.
But when you say, and I think the important thing that you said was, in context too, it wasn't like you was just saying it to be saying it and be mean and malicious. There was context to that.
Yeah.
So I think that's just a key thing to point out, though.
Yeah, it's not. But I understand how that could feel or could be taken. So,
and listen, obviously, I'm not skinny by any means, but I am sexy. I remember when Andrew Schultz, I saw a clip of him on Joe Rogan, and he was like bluntly just like, you know what I'm getting tired of? These fat models. And he went on a rant that I thought was funny and truthful. And to ride that coattail, let me just say, man, women, y'all are the best liars on the planet. Like, when I see some of these barrel-built on Instagram modeling and trying to be sexy, I saw one woman who literally looked like a whiskey barrel with legs. And I'm just wearing the most revealing, and all the comments, you go, sis. Go, wear that, girl. Stunning. Men don't lie to each other like that. We don't go, you killing them shorts with your gut hanging over your my rock that nigga with your big back. You killing it, my men go, you look awful. Women, y'all be lying your ass off. And you know you're lying. Because would you trade places with her? No, you wouldn't. I'm sorry. And maybe I'm fat shaming now. And again, I'm not skinny, but the confidence on some of you women is ridiculous.
But they don't keep that same energy for the men, though.
Not at all. Not at all.
So there's a lot of hypocrisy in about what we're talking about right now. But I understood your point. Sorry if that hits you away.
The way your double chin is hanging over your turtleneck is banging, son. Out of here. Oh, and sweetheart, I apologize because I thought when Mark said this is a critique Aries, I thought you was about to give me. So I apologize for calling you a frantic.
In the beginning.
Yeah.
See, you gotta hold back.
I know. I got that Tony Montana.
Yeah.
Who the f*** you think you're talking to? All right, go ahead.
Aries Spears and the other brother that did the crack. Aries is crazy for telling that story, man.
Oh, you
I'm from Ohio, man. I met you before at the Fishbone in Ohio, Toledo.
Yeah, right across the way.
Shout out to you, man. The show was fire. You crazy for telling that story, man. I have never heard nobody tell a story live on the internet about another nigga doing crack, man, or cocaine, whatever. If it was a rock and he crushed it up, it started out as crack and it ended up as cocaine. So cocaine is not typically hard. Don't ask me how I know.
I won't. I'll ask Andy.
Crack is hard. But anyway, man, shout out to y'all. Keep getting that Arab money, and I hope you and Cory Holcomb squash y'all beef one day. Or whatever, man. I'm just a fan. Peace.
All right, what's his name?
I don't know. He didn't say his name.
Well, brother, much love, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Fishbones has some good catfish, too.
Yeah, you like that catfish over Fishbone, right?
Yeah, not bad.
There's better places, though.
Well, of course.
But that's right across the street.
No, it's in the club.
It's in the club.
Yeah.
That was like
Fishbones.
Toledo.
Toledo. Yeah.
Oh, but they don't have that. I thought they got rid of the Fishbone.
No, it's still there.
Is it? The
Yeah,
menu's
it's
still
right
there?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, what's the
Absolutely.
other place? There's the Fishbone, but it's outside. It's like a big restaurant outside.
I don't remember that one.
I'm pointing it out next time we go there. That was nice though.
Mm-hmm.
We had a couple nice ones.
Nice memory for him.
Yo, my name is Terrell. I'm calling from Virginia. And I don't necessarily got anything bad to say. I love this fucking podcast. You guys, what y'all have created is magical. I listen to this shit every single day at work, at home, in the car, every day while smoking. I just love this podcast. Y'all doing y'all thing, y'all. Keep up the good work. Much love.
Well, at least his job knows he smokes.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's nice that you figure out a way. We're part of the day.
Yeah, at work, at home.
Yeah,
while he chilling.
That's nice.
Driving. Appreciate you, brother.
I'll take that with me when we get the critiques coming up.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Ryan. I'm from Vancouver, BC. I was just listening to your latest podcast, and I don't know. I'm working right now. Doing my thing, but you guys just really sparked something with me, and I just want to say hi to Andy, hi to Aries, hi to Mark, all of you guys. I think you're great conversationalists, and I really enjoy your podcast. So you guys were talking about coming back to Riyadh, and is it a good thing? Is it setting something better for the culture of the world and for them and moving forward? And I do agree there's a lot of that, but I think there's one main point you guys are forgetting. They're running out of oil. So they have to expand into new markets because once the oil goes away, they got nothing, right? So that would explain why they're investing in Live Golf, to try to combat the PGA Tour. That's why they're, in the NBA now. That's why they, bought WWE. So as much as I love that, there's comedy being done in Saudi Arabia, you got to think that maybe they want to expand in that territory too. And maybe it is a little bit more about the money, and maybe Mark has a point. But regardless, I do understand what Andy was saying with the seed being planted. I just want to know if you guys were aware of that, and what are your thoughts on that? Because, you got a resource that is not renewable, that is making them all their money. They know it's running out, so they're investing in all the biggest most kind of pop culture, Americanized genres of sports and entertainment. So I just wanted to know what you guys thought about that. Thanks for making my life better. I truly appreciate it. You guys are hilarious. I've been a fan of Aries since Mad TV. Mark, you're hilarious. You're a good addition to the podcast. And Andy, you piss me off sometimes, but at the same time, you redeem yourself with the most insightful comments I've heard in a hot minute. So thanks for your time, and I appreciate you guys. Much love.
First off, thank you, brother. I appreciate the love. I didn't know that. I did know that they were venturing off into other things, and I even saw where they said they want to put like $1 billion into like a movie studio out there in conjunction with Mark Wahlberg. I didn't know the part about the oil running out. So if that's the reasoning, I mean, look, man, if you bought your business, the point is to not go out of it. So whatever moves you got to make to further extend your business only seems like smart. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't blame them for that. I would even say, why wait till then? They should have been did that along with having the oil as a resource if they even still could have it. Branch off into other I ain't mad at that.
There's still oil resources. They're not going dry tomorrow. Live Golf was the biggest one that made the biggest splash that's out there, but they've been investing for a long time. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not going to stop the money. The money's what makes the world, this is what the world spins on, man. So, but if they're opening up their doors so that to more Western ideas and the money is coming this way anyway, if you're going to take the money, let's seed the culture, because we would like it to be a little bit different. We would like it to be a little bit more of an open culture. And if they're inviting you to do that, take the opportunity. That was my point. Live Golf is doing great. There's no problems with it, right? So it's already here. It's not like we're saying should we not do this? We're doing it. So we have no opportunity to change this right now. This is the direction it's going to go. They're going to make movies. They are going to do all these other things that they're talking about, and we're either going to go or we're not going to go. But if we can open up some more discord where we're speaking to each other and things are more peaceful, that's the goal, right?
As I always say, I love social media because it's the blessing and the curse. So I love it, but I also hate it, but I love it. And everybody has a platform. Yeah, everybody got something to say about the comedians that went over there. And they don't shut the up. So what? You know what I mean? You weren't asked, so shut up. It's their business, and it ain't changing nothing. Bill Burr's fans are still going to be Bill Burr's fans. Joe Coy, myself, Gabriel Iglesias. You think that Kevin Hart's going to do what? Have a hard time filling his next arena? You think Dave Chappelle's audience at the turnstile going to slow down? Come on, man. You ain't stopping nothing, man.
You know what? I'm going to say this. This is an ego thing, too, though. Because you don't know how many comics have been over there, gotten paid big dollars for private shows that no one knew was happening.
Right.
And it's been going on.
Right.
So this one is actually said to the world, hey, we're trying to bring this into our community, into our country, into our culture. And to not bring that there, it's been there. They've been paying for it for a long time. This is just they did a big deal, a big splash, and so some people made comments about it. And again, if you didn't get invited, did you really it's Mark Maron's joke? Did I really test my integrity?
Listen, I saw a regular Joe say something that was so realistic when he was like, and I don't know if these numbers are correct, but he's like, Bill Burr's net worth is X amount of millions of dollars. And he was like, listen, these comedians don't be as rich as you think. So, if somebody offers them X amount of millions of dollars, and you figure if Bill Burr makes, I forget the number he put on it, but he goes, if Bill Burr makes X amount of millions a year, you figure 10% to his agent, 10% to his manager, 37% in taxes. That's 60-something% of his money already gone. Then by the time they take all of that, he hasn't made $1 million. He said $1 million a year. He goes, he hadn't made $1 million. He's probably taking home $400,000. Then he's got a wife, he's got kids, he's got mortgage. So if you're in that position and it's your job to take care of your family and leave your kids a nest egg, if somebody offers you a boatload of cash and he goes, humans, we self-preserve. And if this is an opportunity for self-preservation for you and your family, what would you do? So what? He did what he has to do. And of course, people were like, well, he makes way more than that. He's worth way more than that. So he doesn't really need the money. That's beside the point. Who are you to tell somebody how much is too much for them to have? You don't know his spending habits. You don't know his overhead. And that's his business. Shut the up, man.
I just think that you're not in that position. And I think you can speak on the idea that you don't agree with some of the issues that the government has. But how do you have discord with those people? You just don't talk to them? You seal them up? No, you open the door. So that's my bottom line.
Get your paper is my bottom line. Get your paper. Bernie Mac, get your mama paper. I wish I could do Bernie Mac. Get your paper, man.
You know what? And I worry about the Bernie Mac longevity because he was so here. And you know what? He's such a great comic, and I think people are forgetting about him because I don't hear about him like I used to.
He's in every black person's top 5 or top 10.
But when I ask people, black people too, when they ask me, who's your favorite? I ask them who. I haven't heard Bernie Mac as much. The young kids are definitely not on the Bernie Mac at all. He's a genius, man.
You got to do some TikToks.
They're going to be very dusty.
What's going on, Aries? It's Juan Under from Mays Landing, New Jersey. I just had a question. When are you going to write the memoir? I want to know about the ins and outs of Mad TV and the movie you did with LL Cool J and all that. Are you going to write this Hello book? Let me know.
Oh. I was working with, her name is Karen Hunter. She has a show on XM, and she was actually helping me to write a book. I've done her show a couple times every time I've come into New York. And then all of a sudden, it just disappeared. It just stopped. I don't know why. I'm telling you, man, I'm the world's greatest mystery. Sometimes motherfuckers fuck with me and just stop. And I don't know what the explanation is. But I don't know that I have enough juicy for a book. I might have a couple chapters, but from cover to cover, I don't know.
Let's Ed Gang this story then.
Yeah. You'd probably have to tell on some people to come up with some more stuff.
It all started when I was wearing my mom's underwear.
No, we ain't gonna have that.
This is going to turn into a fight where Mark thinks he's being funny and Aries is going to lose it.
Oh, no, never. I'm never gonna lose it, but I'm gonna let this know. Come on, shoes and short
what's
socks.
up, A&A? How y'all doing? It's Frank Nitty from NYC. Yo, yeah, AI videos is hilarious with Dr. King, but I sent Aries the one with Mr. Rogers. Those out. Let me know what y'all think. Keep doing your thing and fuck what they talking about when you went to Saudi Arabia, Aries. Get that back. Because ain't nobody going to take care of your family but you. Y'all stay up 100.
I could tell he from New York, kid. Know what I mean, son? Frank Nitty. There was Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes. I should have did that in my Nas voice. Yo, I could tell he was from New York, son. Frank Nitty. There was Frank Lucas, Nicky Barnes, and Frank Nitty. He ran the city. Know what I mean? What was you eating, a chopped cheese when you was saying that? I didn't see that one, dog. Send it to me again.
I saw him.
I didn't see the Mr. Rogers.
Oh, the Mr. Rogers one is great.
Yeah, no, I didn't see that one.
Oh, they're funniest.
Man, them things is crazy, man.
Yeah, but it's what are we gonna do, man? No one's gonna leave their house. There's gonna
We gonna COVID ourselves.
It's weird, man. It's a lot, man. That you can just make up all this.
Yeah. So should we play one more and then read some emails? Because we over a half hour.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
How many have we played so far?
I don't keep count. 7.
Yeah, do one more, and then we'll do this read.
Let's see if I can find.
I don't mind this though.
No, I like it.
It's like I don't have to read emails.
Yeah, and we get their personality.
That too.
Hi, this is Mark from Maryland. Live close to Washington, D.C. Long-time admirer of Aries Spears and his work. I'm a retired police officer. To Andy, no, I don't appreciate the with masks on being in our nation's capital, stopping people based solely on the fact that they appear to be Latino. And yes, that is what is happening. That is fact. 2, Aries, please educate yourself. James Brown, I'm Black and I'm Proud is the title of the song.
It up.
And also to Aries, all crimes are not equal. That's why you have felonies, misdemeanors, and status offenses. Aries, it is the 21st century. Please do something more to educate yourself. Thank you.
I like that guy. You call back in.
That's 2. Hey man, listen. For a guy that dropped out of high school and got his GED, who lacks some of the education that you have, I'm doing pretty well. That's not a slight to you, sir. But yeah, I don't, and I've always said I don't claim to know everything about everything. I just know everything about a little thing. You know what I'm saying? The James Brown was just a slip. I know.
That was a slip.
That was just a slip.
But they don't want you to slip. Especially this dude. Now, he might be an
He
ex
kept saying my name like he was my mother. Aries.
He was angry. There was some angry sound from
Man, talk to about a black woman.
Listen, I can comment on it. I know you're going to disagree with me. I know I'm not there in D.C. So you're saying that's what's going on. I've looked at other news sources and they said that is not what they were doing. If that's what they're doing, no, it is wrong. You can't just pull someone over because of the skin color. But they did lower the crime rate that was going down in D.C. while they were there. I mean, what do you want to do with that?
You know who's one of the smartest? You know who's one of the smartest comedians out there who I don't think gets enough shine. And then there are certain guys like, look, how me and Andy would say, movie star, actor. There are some comedians who ooze presence, stage presence, energy. They take hold of a room, a la Dave Chappelle. Even though energy is, but he still does that. He commands the room with a poise and like jazz. But okay, like a Godfrey, or when he was alive, a Patrice, Tommy Davidson, myself. And then there are guys who don't necessarily have the energy, but they have the intellect, a la Warren Hutchinson. Ian is it Dean? No, Ian Edwards.
Yeah, Ian's a cool dude.
Ian is a smart mother. He did a joke where he goes, where was ICE when we needed him? Black people. Can you imagine 200 years into slavery, we're picking cotton vigorously, and ICE shows up? And we go, ICE. And then he goes, Massa, they found us. What a great, smart joke. So it's like, there was that would have loved to have ICE show up on the plantations and take us back. Dude, he's so smart. That was such the way he played it, it was brilliant.
His style is
it's real laid back.
He's laid back.
Yeah. And I think he's not Jamaican. He's either Haitian but you hear the I'll put too much on it. But when he talks, you hear the accent a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not heavy, but you hear it. But he's a smart man.
No, and he listens to other people's jokes too. He breaks them down.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Jamaican.
He was Jamaican. Okay.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I like, but underrated.
They're very, very. You want to play another one?
No, let's do. I thought we were going to do.
Yeah, I got a short one though.
Okay.
This is Mr. Herd 99 from Detroit, Michigan. I ain't want to say nothing but McDonald.
I thought that was a real on the phone.
I think it was.
He went for it.
He went for it.
How would you rate that on a scale of 1 to 10?
What?
The McDonald's.
What he just did?
What he just did.
6.
Okay.
His energy and not his energy, his joy. I give it a 9. The joy in it.
The joy that only came when he said the McDonald's line. Prior to that, the joy was flat.
Yeah, but the joy that he has said saying McDonald's,
Yeah.
it made me giggle because I could tell how much he was
Dude, I
enjoying
could tell on some of these, and we've said this before, it's something about when that red light comes on and it's time to perform that you either do it or you freeze up. And I could hear some of the freeze up or some of the nervousness in some of their voices. Because it's like, oh, now I got to talk. I got to say something. What am I going to say? So it's just funny.
Did you ever freeze up? Did you ever, when you first started, was there ever a little freeze in you at all? Did you ever?
Not a freeze, but nervous.
Yeah, you still have nerves.
Yeah.
Not nerves like you're nervous to go out in the crowd.
Yeah.
Nerves like you're getting worked up for the show. You got those like butterflies.
I want to hurry up and get into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I didn't have that sometimes.
Well, I sometimes I don't even understand why. I've seen other guys that are real, like headliners that have that little. They get that And I'm like, dude, you kill all the time. Where is this coming from?
Yeah.
But that's maybe the reason why you guys kill. I think that's kind of funny though that you pointed that out. But
dude, when just so you guys know, first show here in Tampa, Friday, 7:30. Show started at 7. I'd never do this, but I dozed off. Mark calls me and goes, "Yo, you know you have a show. What time is it? It's 7:28. What time show? Started at 7. That means Andy, 7:28. I'm on in 2 minutes. I didn't even have time to shower. I got up, I got dressed, and you know I ain't in shape, so I'm to the club. My faculties aren't together. My brain ain't ready. I ain't had no hot water on me. I'm not lubed, nigga. I got on stage and I kept it the whole walk over more like a quick walk. I'm in my head, my material, making sure. But what I was worried was going to happen happened, and sure enough, I caught a Frank Sinatra. Completely blanked out, couldn't remember what came next, and I said the only way out of this, with any grace, address the elephant in the room. So I just said, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm f***ed up. I just woke up. I don't even know where I'm at right now, and then I was able to quickly get it back together. Man, that's a frightening feeling, dude.
Dude, it was so funny to hear you say it. You were actually, what you said is, I'm not going to act like I just didn't wake up 5 minutes ago. That's exactly what you said.
Right.
Because I'll remember because it etched it in my head because it was the funniest thing because I never heard you I never seen you in a situation where you had to be that honest. Like, that honest.
It was either that or try to stumble my way through it. And I know that would have been a disaster.
But the audience loved it because they got to see a window into like, geez, yeah, I was asleep and I just woke up and I'm here and you did your set and it was great. That was my favorite, one of the favorite things I've seen you do because it was just the honesty of it. And, I'm not going to act like I just didn't wake up 5 minutes
Yeah, if I would have tried to force that, it would have been like a fighter who had been knocked down but got up too fast and act like he just didn't get knocked down.
Well, you were talking fast when you first got up there too, because you were trying to everything was happening to you all at once. So when you did that, it reset everything, and I was like, "That is so good."
Yeah, man.
Well, scary thing about that, I didn't just call you. So I called you and texted you. You good? And then Andy right before Andy went on, he was like, yeah, he doesn't normally do this. This isn't normal.
I see.
Like,
you guys got to get a hold of him. This isn't normal.
So,
oh man,
you weren't on Insta because you know how you can see when someone's last active on Instagram. Andy's like, I haven't talked to him since 2. Your Instagram, you haven't been on it in like 5 hours, not answering your calls.
I was so.
I didn't call you. I went to the hotel front desk. It was like, can you call his room?
Oh, so you were?
I called you from You picked up your phone.
But you were down at the hotel desk?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you was calling me from the cell.
You picked up the phone in his room? You called him?
I called through his phone in his room from the front desk.
And usually I put my alarm on if I know I'm going to doze off. But, dude, I'm telling you, I caught that red eye. I came in at 5:30 in the morning. Maybe got an hour of sleep. Then had to do press till like almost noon. Then I ate, and I was like, nigga, I'm on fumes. So, yeah, man, appreciate that, man. Good luck.
Yeah, dude, because I
thought you could have been gone if you're not answering your phone.
I swear, white people, y'all always have to go that route.
Well, I've never seen you be that late, not answering
black
calls.
Black people don't play with death the way white people do.
I wasn't playing. I was frightened.
I was. Dude, honestly, I'm going to be really honest with you. You've never done that. We've been on the road 5-6 years. I had to wake you up once for a flight, and I was calling a bunch of times. But this time, for a show, dude, you were.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I've thought the same thing about you sometimes.
Yeah.
Because you normally don't come just as the show is starting.
Yeah.
You're there with me a half hour before, and there's been a couple times where I was like, and you didn't know that the show
started on time.
So I was like, yeah, damn, I wonder if Andy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's not because of any other reason other than that we professional and we show up. So when it doesn't, you question it, man.
Right.
That's what the question was. It wasn't health or anything.
And now if Mark does it, I'm going to be thinking the same thing because I'm going to be like, did he sniff too much coke?
Cocaine. Yeah. Doing that rock, man.
Now, when you do that, it happens quickly. If you have like fentanyl. Are we still doing emails? All right,
Yeah.
shit.
You don't want to read any?
Not this one. Do it on the next one.
All right.
Give me a break. I'm like Nell Carter. Give me a break. I sure deserve it. Dun, 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 to the top. You remember Give Me a Break?
Oh.
I do not.
Yeah, that was before you.
Hey, I'm from Hardin County, Illinois, man. Watch your videos all the time. I've been watching them while I've been working. I do carpentry business. I work on it all the time, dude. You be cutting those fucking hecklers down, man. You be cutting them down, bro. And when he sees you look their way, dude, they don't even want to be seen, man. That's pure talent, brother. Keep going and keep it solid, man.
The Darius brothers. I bury those cockroaches. I don't give a It makes me sleep good at night. You know, we're getting sloppy. We're getting lazy. We're not hungry anymore, money. Yeah. Thank you for that, brother. I love when people recognize my Ginsu.
Skipping around. So.
Why are you skipping around?
Well, I was skipping around, to try to get some interesting ones in.
How you could see the messages or something?
Yeah.
He wants one that gets me.
What's up, man? Man, say, this Cory out of Oak Cliff, Texas. That's Dallas, Texas. Bro, I fuck with y'all, man. Keep that shit up, bro. Keep it up. Keep that crap coming. Fuck cocaine. I'm a nigga. I'm on crack. Y'all keep that shit up. One.
All right, y'all. That sounds happy.
There's no one that sleeps in his house when he's awake.
What y'all cooking in now? That man from Texas.
Oh, he's...
Hey, Mark. Hey, this Cory Allen calling from Oak Cliff, Texas.
Oak Cliff, Texas.
Again. Man, y'all keep it up. And oh, yeah. Andy, keep that Trump shit, bro. Bro, we don't worry about Trump shit, bro. Man, I can't believe I'm calling y'all. Y'all keep this shit going.
Damn, if he's that happy talking to a voicemail, imagine if we were there. Man, I'd probably cook y'all up some oxtails, some hog moss, and give y'all some moonshine.
We actually have a third one from him.
Jesus.
Hey, this is Cory Allen.
We know.
Dallas, Texas. Man, Mark, stand your ground against Andy. Andy be fucking Trump dick. Man, Andy, why you co-sign everything Trump, bro? You know he fucking over everybody, bro. Man, I ain't gonna call you no more. Yeah. Hey, I like listening to y'all, but Andrew be fucking Trump. Yeah, man. Trump don't give a fuck about nobody, Andrew. Especially fake white ass. Boy, you don't love your ass. You know? Boy. Bye.
That sounds like that nigga just discovered how a phone works.
It just faded out, and there was nothing else. There was no hang up, nothing. It was just...
That was it, man.
Andy, why you co-sign everything Trump do? He don't like you, boy.
I don't co-sign everything he does. And
Incidentally, Andy, I got to tell you, man, and I'm mad at myself for not saving the clip. You know, it takes a mature person to admit when they may be wrong. And I'm certainly not above admitting that I'm wrong. Black people, please, I know y'all going to be mad at me. I think I was wrong about Charlie Kirk, man. I saw a clip where this white guy goes, you know, they say Charlie Kirk is a racist, but is he really? Let me show you what a real racist looks like. and Charlie was at some function. I'm mad I didn't save this clip because a lot of little names and little technical things that I think are important. But anyway, this one white guy is kind of saying why the country belongs to white people. And he specifically says, this country was something founded for the protection of white men. And Charlie ripped him a new asshole about that's not what it says in the Constitution. It says in the Constitution, bop, 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 bop. And then he basically said to the guy, what you're saying, something in the Constitution, all men is one. And you're talking about for white men. And Charlie stood up and in so many words told him, get the out of here. And I went, okay. Now, I did see another clip where Joe Rogan said in regards to Charlie, I know what you're trying to say. I know what Charlie's trying to say, but it's the way he says it. And maybe if he had a black friend to go, the thing about the airplane pilots being qualified, I know what you're trying to say. Anybody that gets that job needs to be qualified, but you can't say it like that because somebody black could take offense to that. So I'm saying all that again to say I might have been wrong about Charlie.
Well, yeah, he's not in the KKK.
Well, no, I'm not saying, nobody ever said that.
But also, no pilots are not qualified. So it's just racist to assume that if a black person's there, that they were unqualified.
No, that's not what he was
trying. That is what he's saying.
No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. That's not what he was saying at all. What he was saying is that when you use DEI to get people jobs, it undermines the qualifications that the person has.
To be a pilot? That was the example he used.
Yes, Mark, to be a pilot, because when...
So they lower their standards?
Oh, my God. This is why I never finish.
They lower their standards?
Yes, they changed the standards.
Let's wait. To the audience, when you guys go, Mark, Andy beats up on Mark and talks down to him, blah, blah. To Andy's defense, and Andy said this, do you see? Do you see what stimulates the shut the up? Do you see?
Because I already know where he's going.
I know, but you gotta let him speak.
If his premise isn't factual, then
they didn't make any changes at all to the qualifications. Or let me rephrase it a different way. So, if you are looking for the best pilots, does saying, and this is what his point was, when they said I forgot what the percentage of women and minorities were in the airlines, and it was less than 50%. And they said, well, we're going to get it up to 50%. Mm-hmm. We're going to get it up to 50% is what the airlines, the people who run the airline said. Well, now, how do you justify what you're saying is that it's the best people? Because he's saying it's the best people.
Scholarships, programs that target minority communities to get people interested in flying.
Yeah. You can do all those things, but when you're looking for the best pilots for the job.
Flying a plane is not hard. I've been going on the planes. I turn around, there's like a 24-year-old flying. My concern isn't what race they are. I see young people. I'm like, are they experienced enough?
So ageism. So ageism.
Well, wouldn't you?
Well, what he's... Okay, great. Now stop there and just listen for a second. So what he's saying is, when a company says we're going to make sure that we have a 50% minority and women rate in the cockpit, and we want that. Now, doesn't that sound like you're going to say, well, I'm not going to hire these people who are qualified. I'm going to make sure that I have the right racial breakdown, and qualifications be damned. I'm going to make sure that I have the right look for my operation here instead of the right qualifications.
And I got to back this 100% because that's like when the fires happened recently in California and the Palisades and everything got burned. There was the controversy about the woman firefighter who basically was like said in so many words, she might not have the ability to pull a man out of a fire because he shouldn't be there in the first place. And it's like, so if you're going to hire somebody, again, to fill a spot, because you need a certain amount of women, and that woman is not physically capable of saving my life, and her reasoning is, well, I'm a man and I shouldn't be in there in the first place. Yeah, I don't need that. I don't need that.
I mean, that's a physical job.
Well, but the other part of it is the perception that you do to the people who do get that job. Let's say you are qualified. Let's say you are the perfect candidate for the job, but because they put this is the well, that's not the right word, because this is the stigma that gets placed on the applicant and then the pilot, because they got that job because of that. That's what he was talking about. What that does, as far as
because people like him believe it.
Okay, never mind. You're right.
Hold on, let me type in. Today Airlines lower qualifications.
There was a point in time when Charlie Kirk said something about basically rap music is garbage. And he said it with such a passion and a vigor that if you're a rap fan or you're black, because, you know, that's our music, that's where we come from, it's what we created, I think the first instinct sometimes is to let your feelings get involved. And it's just the way he said it. Like, you be quick to go, see, that's that racist shit. See how he said that? He don't like black music. He don't like rap music. He said it's all garbage. Now, listen, I've said so many times how UK rap is trash to me. Does that mean I don't like people from UK? Of course not. But I say it with such passion and vigor that if you're from the UK, you might think that. So to Joe's point, Rogan, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying? And listen, he has every right to feel that way about that genre of music. Just like I have every right to feel how I feel about rappers from the UK. So how much of this is people in their feelings versus if you take a deep breath and you get out your feelings and you pay attention, what is it really? What is it really? Your feelings or facts? So, I wish I had the clip. Because when I saw that clip, I went, hard to call him a racist, though. You know what I mean? Given, you know, how that played out.
I mean, it's like, and I never claimed that Charlie Kirk was KKK racist.
I didn't either.
Like that. But you know who else wasn't KKK racist? Segregationists. They weren't like advocating to hang black people or that black people.
No, just keep them separated from the white people.
Just keep them separate.
So
but they also use the same talking points.
Wait a minute. But does that make them less than a KKK person? If that's your ideology, let's keep them separated.
But because their argument was that they would thrive better if they were separate.
That don't make the argument better.
I know, that's what I'm saying. But things like DEI and incorporating black people and like trying to give them a one-up through whatever, or an equal opportunity as white people, they would see that just encroaches on white people. That's what this is.
But at that particular time, that was absolutely needed.
Yeah, but they talked about it. They talked about what you would think is like a weird, like an issue today. They were still talking about the same things back then.
And
it's still around. The same talking points.
Okay, but some black people today might still believe you need it. And in some cases, you probably do.
But even back then, they were saying, oh, they don't need it. What? They're free. What do they need it for? It's equal. Well, everybody has an equal opportunity
that's the
to
equivalent.
do shit.
That's the equivalent of when Barack became president. Oh, racism is over now. Everything is equal. There's no more racism. So to sit there and say, oh, well, you know, they're free, they don't need it. White people have always given us crumbs. Here, we give you niggas some crumbs, you good now. And it's never been enough. It still ain't enough. We still ain't got our 40 acres and a mule.
Some got 40 acres and a mule. Very, very, very few.
Spike Lee.
I do think the quotas or, you know, hiring people that are unqualified to do something, I think that's bad. And this DI thing is only like a Band-Aid. But in situations where, you know, there's equal applicants and maybe your company is not as diverse, maybe you do go with the Asian woman or black chick. You don't see that as being okay, Andy? You think that's just completely...
Say it the way you just said it again.
In instances where they are equal...
There you go. You just answered the question.
What?
In situations...
But that's all DEI is.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not, because what you
Then
just...
why did he use the airline example?
Because
that's a terrible example.
No, let me give you the example. Let's say there's 100 people applying for the position, and you said, no, they didn't lower their standards. You don't have to lower the standards. Here's the standard. These people have this much ability, this much... they have trained this hard. They have the ability. They've shown this. They have this. They have this. They all fall into that parameters, but some are up at a higher parameter. I don't care what the parameters are. I don't care if you are excellent and you are awesome at your job and we should have you on our team. We need to change these quotas. We need to change the quotas. When DEI is about the quotas over the protection of the people that fly the airlines, that's a problem.
But that's not happening.
Yet
I just pulled it up on the screen. There's no evidence.
You just didn't hear what I just said. You don't have to lower the qualifications. You just have to hire people that fall into the parameters, not necessarily the best. How do you get a job? Let me just ask you this question. When you go to get a job and you have 50 people to come in for the job, is there some that are better than others in there? But they all can fit, that job is all within their wheelhouse. They're all workable. They're all hireable.
I get what you're saying. You want the best even if they did pass. That's what you're saying. But Charlie Kirk doesn't just...
Yes, he does say that.
Yes, but he also says, remember, just, you know this quote, when he, it's not even just airline pilots or things in safety. He goes, if I'm talking to a moronic black woman in customer service, now, besides the language, but customer service?
Yeah, but no, let's go back up. Moronic black woman. That's where the problem is.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Why can't you just say a moronic woman?
Yeah.
Why does it have to be black?
Why does it have to be a woman, a moronic person in customer service?
Oh, no, okay, fine. But let's just say you say woman. Why you single out black?
And I don't know of this.
That's
this
where.
thing.
That's where.
Do you have it?
That's where the people go. This race is.
Because I don't know of this one. I don't know exactly what you're talking about.
I thought it was one of the ones that are like more widely played.
And then,
at least it didn't call her fat.
Well, she could have been a fat moronic black woman. But her fat didn't make her moronic.
Just trying to find the little bit.
Have you heard this one?
The moronic black woman?
Yeah.
I think I have, yeah.
Overall, what I think I'm saying, and I think what Aries just said, I think it's been overly hyped on the things that he said that can be perceived that way and undermining the goal that he was setting. And people, I think that he had a goal. And it was equality. It was for the betterment of everyone. I don't think that it was to be... but he had some ideas that I don't like. And I also asked you, do you want to know what they are? No one's ever asked me what they are.
Why all the race baiting?
Well, why do you feel it's race baiting?
Let me tell you, Charlie Kirk has this issue of DEI actually like hits deep with Charlie Kirk because Charlie Kirk didn't get in the West Point because they hired a minority.
This is what it is.
It stems back to him feeling so strongly about this because he didn't get in the West Point because and I don't know, like we'll just say that he does know the person and they were a minority. In his head, he's thinking to himself, that person took my spot. And that's what he thinks is happening everywhere.
Did it happen to him?
It did happen to him.
Okay, so it happens.
It happened.
So it happens.
Yeah.
Because unless this is a single...
I don't know the reason why the person got it.
Okay, so but
that position.
So are you saying that it happens or it doesn't happen?
Well, he didn't get.
I'm not talking about him. I'm not talking about.
I'm not
talking about him. I'm saying, does it happen or doesn't it happen?
Because that person was a minority?
Does it happen or doesn't it happen?
Let me tell you.
Go ahead, tell me.
What is a man? Like, are you seriously going to sit there and, like,
no,
pity yourself? Like, man, I didn't get it because you have to be the biggest in the world and not know what a man is if you think sitting there and pouting about a black dude.
And do you think that's
job.
that's what he's doing?
That is 100% what he's doing.
Well,
he's being
first of all,
a pussy about all this.
First of all, I don't even know that that's what happened. I'm going off of what you said that happened. I don't know that happened.
Well,
but I'll accept it. I'll accept your reasoning.
I'm not trying to say anything that's not.
I'll accept your reasoning that that's what happened. But then as you look into it and you see that it's happening further and further, where it is a fault, where there could be fault for doing that, you don't see that as a problem?
I think I found it.
Yeah, if it's unqualified.
Let me play this. I think I found
it. If it's unqualified.
If he's a racist, he's a really bad one. This is how Charlie responded to an actual racist.
I want to ask a question of you. What does it mean to be an American? Is it an idea or a history, a shared history, or is it a skin color?
Well, I mean, you could go back to the original founding fathers, the Immigration Act of, I believe it was.
What does it mean to be an American? Is it a skin color or something else?
So there's the current idea of what it means according to...
Now, watch what this dude says here in a second, and you're going to see why Charlie does this.
But if you go back to the original founding fathers, they intended this to be a European nation for white men of good stock and character.
So that, but let me say, that's an actual racist.
White men of good stock.
That's an actual racist. Now, watch how Charlie responds.
So, can you show me, let me answer the question. Can you show me where in the United States Constitution it says that?
It wasn't in the Constitution.
It wasn't in the Constitution because they didn't believe it.
The founders explicitly clear.
What does the phrase e pluribus unum mean? What does the phrase e pluribus unum mean?
Why is that relevant?
Because it was on every founding document and presidential seal from our founding, which means out of many, one.
Come on.
You, sir, and your ideology is not conservative. It is right-wing, identitarian, and has no place in the conservative movement, my friend. Get out of line. Get out of line.
Oh my gosh. That's right.
That's an ending. That's an ending.
What a lion. Yeah. Let's say you're a Christian, you're like, okay, I don't agree with the DEI thing. But why did Charlie have to go after it so much? It's just uncomfortable. Why do you have to do that? You can really hear his heart for his why in this clip.
You will never be the best version of yourself if you allow other people to convince you that you can't be better because of your skin color, because of your sexual identity, because of the community you came from. You must resist those narratives at all costs if you truly want to be successful in America.
Amen.
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 So
he can denounce somebody that's clearly
no, but here's what you're not picking up on it because you're not hearing it. We go through this DEI thing that you just said. Standards can be lowered not because you don't meet the minimum standard, because you're not getting to the maximum standard. Here's the problem. Once you do that, and now someone's hired, and they are in those minority fields in that hiring, so you assume that they weren't the highest qualified. You are minimizing someone's accomplishment by making sure that your accomplishment doesn't have to be as great as everyone else's.
That's speculating on if really the white people that graduated are.
It's
more
not
qualified.
speculative.
If
It's
you
not
pass the
speculative.
test, that means you can fly a plane. Like
It's not
how much do we have to nitpick this?
Dude, when you hire someone, that's exactly what you do. You nitpick it. You hire based on who's best for your company, not who's the right color for your company.
But what if that is?
Then
what
great.
if what
then
if
great.
like
It works.
reflecting a diverse group of people is
That's great. That's great to put that in there. But if that's your highest quality, that's what you were hired for then, right? If that's your highest quality.
What about
why are you minimizing a person on their highest quality being what is just a color of skin?
Because here's the thing, you're still going on the assumption that the black people aren't the highest qualified.
No, I'm not.
You are.
No.
Just like Charlie Kirk was
No.
when he says you took it from a white
No.
person. He didn't
No.
say Mexican
No.
person. He didn't say another person,
No.
a more qualified person.
Mark,
he said a white
You're
person.
assuming that.
No, I'm listening. That's
No,
what he
you're
said.
assuming it. No, you're assuming it.
That's what he said.
No, you're assuming it because you're assuming that the black person doesn't have the highest qualifications to get that job.
You just
but so is it Charlie assuming that?
No, Charlie's saying that when he says that at the end. What he says at the end, you are lowering yourself to your minimum when you do that because you're now there's no, not that you were going to remember this, but Eric LaSalle, who was in ER. There's a scene where he goes in and he talks about it. Everybody assumes that I'm a doctor because of it wasn't called DEI back then, and whatever the practice was right then to get him to medical school. And he goes, I earned this. So no one wants it to be a product of something that was given. You want it, you achieve, you want it to be for your achievement solely. And when you put that on someone, you minimize their achievement. And that's what he's talking about, what DI does.
Yeah, but it's
let's get ready to wrap this up.
It's not taking into account that, I mean, the whole...
Take everything into account. Take everything into account.
It's things like...
Mark, let me ask you this. Based on the clip that you just heard and saw, or you heard, you think he's a racist?
I think he promotes and upholds the systemic racism that we see in our society.
Let me ask you a different question.
Do I think he's going to look at you and he's not a KKK member. I never accuse him of that. He's far from the worst in that space. Like, he's not like Nick Fuentes. But when he says something like white privilege doesn't exist, but when he just assumes that everybody that is in a position probably got there because of DEI, and so he doubts them.
He doesn't assume
Isn't that white privilege by just doubting them?
He's not assuming that. You don't understand the process of what he's saying. He's assuming that that's what's there. That's the stigma that's going to be put upon them.
But we cannot deny that white privilege does exist.
Here's the thing with the hiring. Like, say if this was happening, then what is it, the EOCC or whatever, that with the employment that you can report your employers to for doing something racist or whatever. There's every year there's only about 2% of cases reported that actually qualify for reverse discrimination. So this isn't really happening where white people are getting kicked out. In fact, white women are the most benefactors of DEI.
This is.
Let Andy have the last word.
This is exactly what Malcolm X talked about with the liberal side, thinking that they're doing the right thing. You're right, they're not being kicked out. But the perception of the black applicant who gets the job is that he's less than, or she is less than, or the woman is less than. And they're getting the job because of that. That is a horrible thing to do to the person, and it shouldn't be that way. If they're qualified, then they're going to get the job.
No, that's the point. It's not equal.
It's not as bad as it used to be, but there's still some lingering of that. It can be. It'd be foolish to think that that's completely vanished.
It's not completely vanished. But to do this, now you're just making the people feel that who do get the job, as I said, that they're a product of something that was given to them.
They ain't complaining. They got the job.
No, there's some people that are complaining. Because if you're qualified, if you put in the effort, if you are the bearer of the highest level possible, and you are looked upon in your new colleagues like you got there for some other reason, that's a problem. Because some people have put their heart and soul and hours of their life into becoming what they want to become. And they don't want that to be shaded by some
Nepo babies, you in Hollywood.
Let's give let's do some of this other stuff, because this isn't going to go anywhere. I do feel like you're missing his point.
No, I get the point. I'm just saying it's overblown and it's not a problem.
Okay. That's well, as long as we got to that point, we know what it is now. You're listening to this. Oh, I gave it the wrong dates for the last one. October 17th to the 19th, you guys, you're going to find us over in, we're here. I gave the wrong one. October 23rd to the 25th, we're going to be at Huntsville at Levity Live in Alabama. October 30th to November 2nd, we're Cap City Comedy Club in Austin, Texas. November 9th through the 6th, we're going to be at the Comedy Zone in Jacksonville, Florida. November 13th to the 16th, the Chicago Improv in Schaumburg, but in Chicago area. November 21st through the 23rd, Oxnard, Levity Live. That's out there in the California area, above L.A. November 28th to the 30th, Fort Lauderdale. Aries is going to be there doing his Thanksgiving show. I am going to be in Arizona at Stir Crazy Comedy Club doing my show out there. December 5th, one night only, Flag Star at Westbury Music Fair, one night only. And December 6th, one night only in the Veterans Memorial Auditorium in Providence, Rhode Island. Those are the shows. That's the show. We got to go.
Spears and Steinberg.
Thanks for listening to the Spears and Steinberg podcast. For more information on where to find us on the internet, visit spearsburgpod.com.